From Scrapper 142 to the new King of Asgard, Valkyrie, who I assume has a first name, unless Asgardian babies are named and born into a profession. Wait, does that mean Dr. Nick is Asgardian?
Help me.
Holy smokes! You'll need booze!
This week we're taking a look at Marvel Legends Valkyrie. Gore the God Butcher kidnaps Asgardian children, bringing the king out of retirement. Who kidnaps people? Valkyrie?
Who is this guy?
I guess I've never officially introduced myself. My name is...
It doesn't matter who you are!
Despite being the king of New Asgard, Valkyrie is downgraded to the best friend in a rom-com. I relate to Valkyrie. We have the same coping mechanism when it comes to loss of loved ones.
Thanks.
Articulation, bruh.
Head's on a double ball joint, giving her that much down. And the hair is a stiff plastic, so you're not going to get any up. You can get some left to right, with enough tilt to look up Willie's kilt. Ball joint allows you to crunch the tiniest bit forward. That cape doesn't get in the way, allowing you to get full range of movement backwards, some tilt left to right, and full rotation at that same joint. Arms rotate right around. There's a bicep swivel, a deep pinless double jointed elbow. A ball and hinge gets the arms up that far. Hands rotate right around and hinge vertically in the correct weapon wielding way. The lower tunic doesn't hinder the leg too much, kicking up that far. Back a little bit. Side kicks pretty well. There's a upper thigh swivel. A pinless double jointed knee. Feet hinge down. Hinge up. And rocks like the wall I tried to climb this afternoon.
Wow, thanks, Spider-Man.
Everybody gets one.
Accessories. Does this purse go with my bra, bruh?
The cape is not an accessory, but let's talk about it nonetheless. There is a peg that pegs into her back, and it is glued on at the top. When comparing Dragonfang to the one that we got with Endgame Valkyrie, it's not only a harder and stiffer plastic, but it's also bigger, and for those who were wondering, the sword does not fit in the sheath of the previous release. Just be aware that that gripping hand can get a little loose, so try not to stretch it out like I did.
Go sit yourself.
Here's Valkyrie with her cape hanging over the chair and feet flat on the ground. Although the cape is a softer plastic, Valkyrie cannot go sit herself. Here's Valkyrie with some other cast members. Marvel Legends Mighty Thor, Thor Odinson with Korg's head, and the big baddie, Gore the God Butcher. Here are some of the other iterations of Valkyrie. We have the one from Ragnarok, which does seem a little big, and the one from Endgame with the annoying shoulder pads.
Those shoulder pads make you look like B. Arthur.
Next up, some other known drinkers in the MCU. Here's Marvel Legends Wolverine, Fat Thor, and Tony Stark. Next up, a group of women that I would gladly let fight my battles. Here's Marvel Legends Lady Sith, Mezco's Wonder Woman, and the Marvel Legends Dora Milaje.
Think on sexy thoughts. Think on sexy thoughts.
The likeness looks good from certain angles, but I'd love to see Hasbro have another go at the Tessa Thompson likeness. Redo the Endgame Valkyrie, and give us an Aragon in an MCU writer's wave.
You have to try. You have to care. For me.
An extra open and gripping hand would have been appreciated for the posing, but since it wasn't in the budget, this was the way to go. Hitting the gripping hand with some heat will help hold Dragonfang. The blade is bigger than previous releases, but if you're anything like me, you've already stretched out that hand.
Is he gonna say giggity? Should I say giggity? Are other people allowed to say giggity? Giggity. What? Nothing is stupid.
The Thor Love and Thunder wave has been riddled with gummy accessories, and considering how dainty Valkyrie's daggers are, I can see why Hasbro didn't include them. Only they did, in the worst possible way, molding weapons into the sculpt instead of making them removable. The hair is a great sculpt, but limits the type of movement you'll get. I mean, sure, I would have liked to have had the hinge in the neck joint so she could look up, but the hair clashes into the back anyway, so the ball joint was the way to go, giving Valkyrie all the sassiness you could hope for. So, to sum up my thoughts with more thoughts, the double jointed elbows alone makes this the best Valkyrie that we've received in Marvel Legends. The hairstyle and cape don't allow for any realistic action shots, but if you're looking for a sidekick for the Thors on the shelf, this is the perfect companion piece. And not just because Thor's actual best friend doesn't hold up, but that's another review for another week. Please subscribe and smash that thumbs up, ya bum! And remember, collect responsibly.